Yo, just a quick one before the show starts. Remember, guys, the live show, Ain't Got a Clue Live, is on Patreon currently. It's in two parts. Go and check it out. Both of them are there. It's like an hour long each one. So, slap it on the TV, on your smart TV or Apple TV or whatever it is. Slap it on there, have a watch, laugh, and enjoy it. That's on patreon.com/
Ain't Got a Clue.
There we go.
Can we just stop you right in the middle of the podcast? Yeah, we've got a little bit of an announcement to make. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard already, but we did a live show and it has been made into 2 parts of video, which you can access on this website called patreon.com/ Ain't Got a Clue. Kae, the live show, bruv.
It was amazing. It was amazing. All 4 of us were on form. Ishan Akbar and Duran Cartel were our guests.
Smashed it.
If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out now. And if you want another live show, let us know.
Yeah, man, yeah. So we'll put the link in the show description, or if you're feeling like you want to get those fingers busy, patreon.com/ Ain't Got a Clue. Yo, we can't let you leave this episode without reminding you that we did a live show. Ain't Got a Clue live. How good was it, Kae?
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Now, it is live on our Patreon in 2 parts. It's in video form. Go and slap it on your TV, enjoy it, watch it, laugh about it, and then show it to a friend.
It looked good, didn't it? It did look good, didn't it? It sounds good.
Incredible.
Get on it.
Hello, my name is Kae Kurd.
Hello, I'm Marcus Bronzy.
This is Ain't Got a Clue. Welcome, guys. I hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great start of the week. We are just recovering from Father's Day. Not that I actually did anything. But,
Well, you're recovering from the onslaught of Instagram posts.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Do you know what it is? I've had 2. I'm in a group chat with a couple of guys that have recently had babies, right? So I am getting an onslaught of baby pictures, and you're one of my good friends. There's a lot of my other good friends are all fathers, right?
Yeah.
So the ratio of non-fathers to fathers now is dwindling.
Oh, you're a minority.
Yeah, so every day now, like, that goes by, everyone's like, your blood, your balls work. Like, what's
It's a little bit, to be honest, a little bit insensitive, because what if they
What if
were
they
swimming
didn't?
in circles? It's a bit of a tough way, innit? Because
But
now
also,
you're going to present that to your mates, and you know that instead of being like sensible men and being like, I understand, man, and like, to be fair, I don't want to take the mic. Memes, gifs of sperm swimming in circles.
100%.
You're gonna hold some rinsing. Do you know what I mean? Oh, you're
100%.
useless, just like Kae's balls. You know what I mean?
just sending me pictures of spare tires and stuff, like the same sort of stuff. But yeah, like, it's
Yeah, man.
it's a mad thing, bro. Like, I the funniest thing about that is, like, we don't even know if my balls do work or not
It's one of those things, like, we don't at no
until
point.
you start trying.
Yeah.
You don't know, innit? Like,
Yeah.
so man, them making jokes about that sort of stuff is always hilarious. But I find it fun. I always think, like, Father's Day right now for our generation, I feel like the fathers care more about it than the actual kids do. Like, do you see what I'm coming from? Like, man, them love to put it on Instagram, like putting an emoji over their kids' faces and stuff. Like, this is the moment you came into my life, I finally had a purpose. Blah 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 blah. All of that sort of stuff, which I get. It's very sweet, yeah. But I'm like, that kid does not give a fuck.
What the 1-year-old's just sitting there like,
Definitely, yeah.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's look, let's be honest, we live in the world where we're outsiders in this conversation, right? Even though I'm a dad, but we're outsiders because we are not part of the majority that feel like it's normal to share every little moment. Like, every time there's a
100%.
new thing, people want to share it, and it's just like another thing where I think online, you sharing it, I don't know what it's doing. I just don't know what it's doing, innit? I just feel like, what, like
It's like the Mother's Day and Father's Day thing,
Yeah.
innit? Like, when people don't ring their mum and dads actually, and then just go and put the pictures up and go,
yeah.
you
And
are-
also, I'm not dissing anyone, but it's also when people put up like lost ones and stuff online. Sometimes I'm like, do they have Instagram in heaven?
Did you just say lost ones? As in
Yeah.
somebody's missing, and you're like, how are we
No,
going
no.
to find them anyway?
No, not lost. No. Actually, lost people that they're finding. I think that's actually a
Oh,
very
people
good
that
use
have
of social
passed
media.
away, you mean?
People that have passed on. I'm like, is there Insta in hashtag heaven? I don't know. Probably.
There's everything in heaven, Marcus.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing. This is the thing.
Yeah.
Everything exists in heaven. You
The
just don't.
algo is tight over there as well. I bet the algo is banging over there, man. I bet
It
it
is.
would give
It
me
is.
all of the funny pictures of like tortoises eating lettuce and stuff like that I find really cathartic and no pain.
What I was gonna say is,
Sorry, anyway, we digress.
what's the best Father's Day you've ever had?
I think the best ones are when you have
When they left you.
multi-generation families all together. That's nice.
I hear that. I
That's
hear that.
nice. Because I think it's
I
kind
thought
of
you were
like
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say.
Rolex.
No, I thought you were
Oh.
gonna say the ones when I was single.
Peaceful. Peaceful days.
Oh my God! At 11 a.m. It was
Yeah.
brilliant.
I think what's nice about stuff like this is if you celebrate I think it's kind of like a Christmas as well when you have multi generations around each other. I like that. I like that. Seeing
Well, I mean,
generations
that's
in a
what it
room.
goes back to, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
Family's the cornerstone of everything we do. We can run from it, we can hide from it, but at the end of the day, it's about having nice loved ones around you. You know, all of you enjoying each other's company for about 3 hours until you
Yeah.
realise you
I was
hate
gonna say there's
living
nothing
guts.
sweeter. There's nothing sweeter than those first few hours where everyone kind of like gets on well and stuff like that. And if you do have a good event, I think for my man's last big birthday, we all went to a restaurant together, and it was like a couple hours of us just all having a bit of fun, and that was really nice.
But that's good though. It
That
wasn't
was
in
nice.
anybody's
We all
house.
went there with a purpose, ate some good
Yeah.
food, cracked some jokes, caught up, saw some like extended members of family that you don't always get to see and stuff like that. That's
But
nice.
that's the most important thing is it's not in
Yeah.
anybody's house, so there's none of that awkward like, can you look fuck off now?
Yeah,
It-
yeah,
it- like, because don't get me wrong, we love family and whatever, but like there comes a time where like you're tired in it and you're like, but I'm done, and you're raising all sorts of hints,
yeah.
like you're dropping them like, so have you got anything planned tomorrow? What
Yeah,
time do you have to
yeah,
pick up?
So, I don't know about you, but I'm pooped, man. Yeah, don't let me keep you. Don't let me keep you. But I think, yeah, to just go back
That's
to
being bare
yeah.
explicit about it as well. Like I'm talking about like I'm being real subtle. Like, oh yeah, so what? Tomorrow? No, no, no.
Yeah. So what are your
Not
plans
busy
for the
day?
week? Yeah. What
No,
time?
nothing
What time you
really,
waking
though.
up tomorrow? Yeah. I ain't got nothing on, really. Like I'm not really working. But I think with family events. Sorry, Kay, is there buzzing in the background? By the way, bruv. Sorry, I know you
No.
guys are seeing behind the curtain. Right, that's fine then. But like I think with family events and stuff, I think the more the better. I think for me, it's all about. I've always told you, Kay, I'm not like a guy that like. I don't like things in it. I like time and people and stuff. And I think, yeah, a good sweet
You get
3
sent
hours
stuff for
in and
free
out.
all the time. That's
Sorry?
why
Sorry.
you get sent stuff for free all the time. So you're like, what can you really get me that you know I I can't get myself for free.
Kay, right. We've left the niceness behind. Kay's now digging into me. I'm frugal, Kay. Do you want to know my frugal find of the week? I know it's not a podcast where we do it. Do you want to know my
No,
frugal
go on
find of
then.
the week, Kay? Kay, I got a 42-inch TV, UHD, yeah, 4K, yeah,
Okay.
for 50 quid.
Where?
£50 at a charity shop. I was walking down the street and it was one of those.
Oh, okay.
It was one of those fancy looking charity shops. You know them new ones that sell clothes that are more expensive than you could get brand new ones in a cheap shop for. Yeah, have you seen those kind of ones?
Yes,
They're like
yes.
bougie ones. I walked past. I saw a TV. I was like, looked at it. It was like 50 quid. I was like, nah, no way is that 50 quid. I went in there. I was like, can I buy it? They were like, no, we're closing. So I was like, can I reserve it for tomorrow? They were like, yeah. I thought it was a scam. Took it home, plugged it in, and it works. I got 50 quid TV for studio. It's for editing now, so you'll see it at the studio soon.
This is a man that had a OLED TV that was about 70 inches in his office, just sitting there for a good year and a half. A good year and a half.
That was 8K, you know, as well. That was 8K.
8K, and I was just like, if you don't,
Still
I mean,
there, yeah?
like-
Kay was dropping those hints like, yo, that's a nice TV, you know? It's a shame
Every
to
week
see.
I come
It's a
in.
shame to see, like, don't you ever think like
Raw,
it's a shame
still
that
in
these
the
things don't
box.
get? It's a bit like cars. Don't you have to fire it up once in a while and put it on a wall and just watch some TV on it? Like,
I look,
rah.
I was, and I'll drop hints like, no, I'm looking for a TV still.
Yeah. All I want for Christmas is a 60-inch TV.
And then one day it was gone
yeah,
after a year and a half. I was so now you're getting excited about £50 TVs when you had like this massive thing just waiting there for you.
do you want a 4K TV for 100 quid? I'm just saying, isn't it?
Fuck off.
It's a bargain, bruv. It's a bargain.
It's good price.
It's good
It's
price.
good price.
I went online and I googled like its model number and it's like 200 quid online. like 200, 300 quid. Got 50 quid, bruv. Bargain.
Why
Winning.
is it so cheap though?
I have no idea. I didn't ask too many questions because whilst the charity shop did look nice and fresh on the outside, I can only presume nefarious activities may have occurred for this TV to come. But it did come with a remote control and a plug and everything, so it wasn't nicked, I don't think. I don't know. Maybe someone was just so wealthy that they gave it away. I don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't give away a 50 quid TV.
I I guess I can see why some people would do it because say you're moving house and you've already got more than you need to, but
Yeah.
what it is. Like somebody like yourself who's got like tens of thousands of them just
Yeah, man. Do you know what, Kate? In other news, I'm feeling a bit more I'm feeling older, by the way. I've managed to ping my toe on a coffee table and I ain't been walking straight for a few days, bruv. I didn't realize that a coffee table can now potentially be the demise of me, bro. I have a bruised toe. It's mad. It's all multicolored.
If you see my legs from jujitsu,
Yeah.
they're all like bruised.
How do you get away with not being injured a lot there? Because I feel like you can pick
Do
up
you know
injuries.
what the injuries I get is usually from other people's incompetence.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how?
So for example, the other day, someone very sweet, they did apologize. We were doing training with someone, and as like I was in the guard position, we were gonna do like some drills, some training drills. So I was on my back, and as they dropped down on their knees, their knee like planted into my big toe.
Oh shit.
Do you know what I mean? It's things like that where you're like, you're like, brother,
Yeah.
like, whoa, just chill. It's things like that, or someone like instead of holding your belt, they're grabbing your whole fat. You're like, bro, I'm not like you. I'm
Bro,
fat
that's not my gi. That's actually me. Is that right?
Exactly
I've got
that.
a good grip here. Yeah, because that's my fucking hips, bruv. That's funny.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
funny.
yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. Exactly that sort of stuff. But like, for example, I just pick up like little small. It's not injuries. It'll be little small niggles. Like for example, the part of my index finger here
Yeah.
just feels. I felt a little twingy. It's not like painful, but you know where you're like, oh, it feels like it's overworked.
How'd you get around that though? Like, how do you
Just
do
a
you
couple
just
days
carry on?
rest.
Do you carry on training, or do you take a couple days
Couple
away from class, like intentionally?
Yeah, I'll take a couple ways away from class, and then I'll be fine again. But it's or like usually like if it's giving me a bit of nastiness after class, I'll sleep on it, and then I'm fine the next day.
All right, cool.
Sleep
Yeah.
is honestly sleep. People talk about steroids. Sleep is steroids, bro. Like it is all this fucking bullshit people are looking for. Like, oh yeah, I'm trying to find out what supplements I can sleep, bro. Just
Yeah.
any supplement you can find that will help you sleep. Use that.
Yeah. 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 And
Use
some
that,
anabolics as well at the same time before you sleep.
Well,
They work a treat.
I know,
mate.
I know. We're seeing the size of your traps, so
I think it's the
wouldn't
t-shirt,
be
bruv. It's the
surprised.
t-shirt and the angle. That's what it is.
I've been saying recently you look like sizably bigger. Like, have you put on? Wait.
I think I have. I've not stepped on the scales, but what I have been doing is continuing gym, but consuming more food than I should.
So
if I'm
you know
honest.
I've
I
been
mean
in
enjoying food and working out. Yeah.
I've been in a deficit. Well, I've been doing a calorie deficit for months, in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Saturday I was allowed a cheat day, and my body was feeling terrible. I had like a lot of food, right? A lot of food, right? And the next day I felt incredible.
It's amazing.
I was like, wow. So I
Yeah.
wasn't. Oh, turns out I do like life. It's just.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're like, is it sunnier? Why is everything like, why are colors brighter? The yellows are brighter today, blues are bluer. Yeah, like you're walking around the street.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Bro,
Yeah.
I started seeing everything in HD again, and I was like, oh, yeah. This is what happens when you eat in a deficit. What's it? When you're meant to eat as much food as you're meant to eat. So
Yeah.
that was really interesting. I was just like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, a lot of people's incompetence nearly gets me injured, man. So it'll be certain things like people doing the moves wrong, or like staying. Say, for example, you've tapped and they're still holding on a little bit longer.
Oh,
That's the kind of
shit.
stuff that will get somebody. That's why I always say to people, tap
Early.
early
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to wait till they have the hold.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great fun. I'm enjoying it, man. It's great fun. I've sort of maybe changed my stance on competing.
You're gonna go for it.
Not now, but I think at some point I might.
Oh,
After I do this half marathon.
yeah. You're feeling yourself now, yeah.
No, do you know what
Okay.
it is? Do you
All
know what it
right.
is? I've
All
realized
right.
something about myself. I've
Yeah.
realized something about myself.
Yeah.
I like I like doing hard things.
Mm-hmm.
I
This is
like
why
doing
we
things.
do what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I like doing hard things. I think the moment life becomes a bit too easy, it's never easy, but do you know what I mean? But
Mm.
like the moment you get stuck in a rut, I like doing hard things because it requires discipline.
Yes.
So when I know I've got a marathon booked in, for example, on a day where I don't feel like doing anything, I know I need to go and do a run. I know I need to do X, Y, and Z. Do you know what I mean? It's and that's what I love about having things that are hard there because it gives you something to work towards, so you're not just sat there in a rut.
I'm with you, man. Can I be honest with you, Kay? This is me being brutally honest, right? Like I am always anyway on the pod, but like I believe that without having the drive to do something, whether I make it or not, I would be a mess of a human being, bro. I would be in an absolute shambles if I had nothing to pressure me to do anything. I would be a waste man. I'd probably
I think you're a bit like Ori Styler, where you guys are always doing something.
I believe I've got that capacity to fill empty time with nonsense. I'm not saying Ori does this, but with nonsense if I'm not careful. But I'm happiest when I have a task at hand. If I
Yeah.
didn't, I'd probably be an addict of sorts. I think honestly, I think if I had nothing to do, I would be yeah. So I always like to do something, and for example, right, if I was training for like a 5K or a 10K or whatever, I'd be less likely to be like, oh, I'll have a glass of wine tonight. Oh, I'll have some
Yes,
chips.
yes,
I
yes.
might, I
But
might
that's
have the chips
exactly it.
actually if I'm running, but like I'd make sure that and little things like that every day. That's what keeps me going. Like if I didn't have something to do on a Monday, like the pod or whatever other pods or whatever stuff I have to do on a Sunday night on a sunny day, you find me in a pub, beer garden, eating chips,
But
having
this is
beer. I'll
it.
be twice the size as I am now. I'll be in bits. Be in
But
bits.
this is it. I think it. Also, the older you get, it's diminishing returns on a lot of things, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
a lot of the stuff that you used to do, you see, excite you, doesn't excite you. So it's about
yeah, man.
finding new things that give you a sense of purpose and it gives you a sense of achievement that you're not getting from other things. And think certain things with like fitness related things,
Yeah.
you're never going to get like completely. You're never going to clock it.
Nah,
Do you see where I'm coming
nah.
from? You're never going to clock it,
But I am
especially the older
very
you get.
bored of the gym right now, Kay.
Yo, just a quick one before the show starts. Remember, guys, the live show, Ain't Got a Clue Live, is on Patreon currently. It's in two parts. Go and check it out. Both of them are there. It's like an hour long each one. So, slap it on the TV, on your smart TV or Apple TV or whatever it is. Slap it on there, have a watch, laugh, and enjoy it. That's on patreon.com/.
Ain't got a clue.
There we go.
Can we just stop you right in the middle of the podcast? Yeah, we've got a little bit of an announcement to make. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard already, but we did a live show and it has been made into two parts of video, which you can access on this website called patreon.com/ain't got a clue. Kay, the live show, bruv.
It was amazing. It was amazing. All four of us were on form. Ishan Akbar and Duran Cartel were our guests.
Smashed it.
If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out now. And if you want another live show, let us know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we'll put the link in the show description, or if you're feeling like you want to get those fingers busy, patreon.com/ain't got a clue. Yo, we can't let you leave this episode without reminding you that we did a live show. Ain't got a clue live. How good was it, Kay?
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Now, it is live on our Patreon in two parts. It's in video form. Go and slap it on your TV, enjoy it, watch it, laugh about it, and then show it to a friend.
It looked good, didn't it? It did look good, didn't it? It sounds good.
Incredible.
Get on it. It's
Well, that's why I keep
it
telling
is
you find something
rigmarole.
like do you know this is so funny, right? Because even if you don't try like something like jujitsu, or if you don't try like running, or you don't try something like that, or a sport, I don't know why, right? But I've always imagined that you would be really good at rock climbing.
Me?
Yeah, I don't know why, but in my head, I've always thought you would enjoy rock climbing as a sport. I've just seen you like, and I think I could just imagine you wearing the little grippy little shoes.
Obviously,
Do
the
you know?
little powder, the little chalk pouch.
Yeah, and I just think because it's of, I think it encapsulates everything that you like, right? It's physical, it's a challenge, and it stimulates your brain, right? But it's nobody's hurting you, and do you know what I mean? Like there's no ego involved, so you're just trying to solve a puzzle while you're
Yeah, yeah.
while you're like hanging. So that's why I always thought you'd love rock climbing. My brother does it, and he said it's one of the best things he's ever tried because he's a bit like you. He gets bored of gym really quickly.
Yeah, it is very challenging, right? And I'd like to do it, but you know what I w- what I always find funny is you can actually do like quite a challenging bit of wall, but it's really low. So I'd
Yeah,
be struggling like 30 centimeters off the floor, like for half an hour, like look down, and I'll be like, okay, no, man, I just want to be a little bit, want to be up there. But yeah, but I don't know if it's suited for people of my size because I'm so heavy and big.
but
I
we
feel
know
like I'd
you.
struggle.
But we know you. If you got into it, you'd be like, "This is a reason for me to lose weight."
Yeah, I guess so.
So
Maybe I'll
you'd be
try
like,
that.
"I want to get better at it."
Maybe I'll
I
try
think you
that,
should
man.
try it. I think you should try it because I can see you just going, "Bro, I tried it, and it
Yeah.
fucking it's something to talk about,
This
isn't it?"
is
Like,
this is the year honestly, this is the year where I'm trying a lot of new things, and
yeah.
I'm that's why like honestly I'm finding that yeah I'm
Well,
like
like
yeah
being nice
I'm
to your
not trying.
friends.
Wow, getting deep, you know. Kay just pulled out the shotgun.
Well,
I
just
don't know if
like
you heard that, guys. That was just like a live murder on the podcast. No, um, he
try new
threw me.
things. Like, just
Yeah. Try new things. I might try being nice, man.
complimenting my friends.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you try being humble? Yeah.
Why?
Nah, fuck that. No, but yeah,
Humility.
but I might.
Humility. Can I just say humility is the most overrated quality ever?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Not saying arrogance is good, right?
yeah.
But like somewhere in between. Like you can shout about your
No,
achievements, man.
I like arrogance, Kay. I think I think a good dose of arrogance sometimes is what you need to slap people with because I think arrogance, sometimes a misplaced arrogance as well. I think over
Yeah.
believing yourself sometimes because that is definitely how I got to where I did, where I am right now is by
Well,
believing I could actually do this um in a
the
professional
delusion. The
capacity.
delusion is
The Delulu
necessary.
was
Yeah.
strong. Yeah. Someone the other day said to me, it's quite funny. Someone that we know said that I give off I gave off swan vibe, mad swan vibes. And when they said Mad Swan vibes, I don't know, immediately my mind went to the Crip gang called Mad Swans. I was like, I'm not gang affiliated. They were like, no, not that. You give off like Swan vibes as in like you were butters when you were younger, but you grew into a ting, like ugly duckling.
But that's
You heard that
that's the
saying
ugly
before?
duckling thing, yeah. The ugly duckling, yeah.
To which my response was, no, I've been a ting from day. That was my response. So I think it was probably quite
How
inappropriate.
dare you
I was like,
think
I've been a
that I
ting
was ever
from
ugly?
day, yeah. And I think you have to, if you truly believe that, right, about yourself,
You know what's so funny?
whatever you put yourself at, whatever point
You know
you
what's
are
so
out of
funny?
10, you add 2 points to yourself just by thinking.
100%. But do you know what's funny is you go, you just, I could just see you
Yeah.
processing that in your head. You're like, but like, in the height of colorism in the 2000s, me, a mixed race man, you think was butters? Even if I was ugly, there was still fetishization involved. I
Marcus,
was
the mighty lighty, are you mad? No, I don't.
the mighty, the mighty.
That would be
light.
if we were like 20 years ago and I competed in MMA, that would probably be
No, but that
as
is
good as
a hilarious super.
yeah. But
Marcus, when he had slits in his eyebrows, you're telling me you think this guy
Yeah.
was struggling? Whoever said that, man, they need to just delete their social media.
I was getting 2 skin fades a week. Are you mad? 2 trims a week just to keep that line up fresh. Are you mental, bro?
And it's still there. Do you know, that's another thing I was gonna say. Right, I reckon, like in terms of like, I mean, this is going really immature, but I reckon your hairline's just gonna stay there now.
I looked at my pops' hairline the other day. He's still there. He's still
Yeah,
there.
I reckon. I mean, I'm not going to disclose your age properly, but like
Old.
you're
Yeah.
late 30s. So
I'm not going to disclose your age, but I'll disclose it.
so so in your late 30s, if it's there,
Yeah.
I reckon it's staying there forever now, bro. You're fine.
Hopefully, I think
Do you know there's some people?
if I keep enough
Yeah.
positive thoughts, I think that is, and there's no science behind this. I think if you
Have you
positive
seen?
thinking keeps your hairline.
Well, like I just think there's no hope for certain people because I saw like Mo Salah.
Hmm.
He went and got one done.
He had it done.
Well, yeah, 100%.
Oh.
He got a hair transplant,
Mm.
and it's already receding again.
That's what I mean. Like if you fill the bit in, right? Sorry, guys, I ain't watching the video, but if you fill the bit in at the front, when the back starts going, you have to keep filling. You have to keep filling it in again and again and
Yeah,
again,
but
right?
then it's like, where do they pull it from?
Can you get other people's hair, or does it have to be your own?
No, it has to be yours. But remember, we had this conversation, like, we
Uh,
were saying, like, you were like, what if they take pubes and put it under?
yeah, like what?
No,
Because
no,
I
no, they
was thinking in
can't do
another
that.
world, you might be able to have someone else's hair. Like if I wanted like blonde straight hair
I
as
mean, I
like
don't
my
know, but I don't
thing.
think it works out. I think it's very much like when your body rejects. I personally think, I don't know, there's no science behind this, but you know when your body can reject certain body parts if they're given by other people.
Yeah, yeah, like brother.
That's why you're on
Ugh.
medication forever sometimes, just to keep the that body part from to stop rejecting your body,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. Like,
But
oh,
like,
like
yeah,
if
people
somebody
get
has
like
like a
heart transplant.
kidney or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. Heart transplant. Do you know?
that's why they try to get someone that's as close to you in your family as possible when you get a transplant, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
cool, 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 cool.
Do you remember this brought back a random like memory. Do you remember that CBBC drama, Pig Heart Boy?
Oh, yeah.
And this kid had heart problems and they just put a pig heart in him, and then it was just about his struggles.
He got
But I was,
bullied. He got bullied. Like people were against it, weren't they? Because there were some people that were against it, like morally. He got bullied. I remember him having like nightmares in the show as well, where like there was a pig in it.
oh, I thought you said there was nightmares in the show where he turned into bacon or something. Do you know
That's mad though. That is mad. Eating bacon with a pig heart.
but
That's
that's what I was
mad.
gonna say. Yeah, if
That's
if
mad.
you've got a pig heart and you start eating bacon and pork and stuff,
Yeah.
are you a cannibal?
Yeah, I guess so. But
Are
also
you,
not not a drop wasted. We don't want any wastage. So if you're going for the if you it's mad eating the same. It's mad eating bacon off the pig whose heart is in your chest.
oh,
That is
that's
a bit
crazy.
for me.
That's
That'd be a
crazy.
step too far. I'd have some respect
I don't
and
even
like
know if that could actually happen scientifically. I know it was a CBBC drama, but like, are we to believe that you could have a pig heart in you?
again with no science background. My take is genetically, in terms of our organ size and structure, we are very close to pigs. In
But
terms
aren't
of
we
like
closer to like chimps and gorillas?
we are, but I don't think it's as easy to whip a kidney out of a gorilla as it is out of a pig. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Harder to fight, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't bring
yeah.
the conversation
Because you
back
don't
again.
need 100 men for the pig in it. Like that's what it
But you could
is.
just shoot it
Yeah, I guess so.
with a sedative.
Oh, I thought you meant with a gun.
No, with a sedative.
It's just yeah, shoot it with a sedative. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You
guess
shoot it with
so.
a sedative, and then you're back in the game, bro. You're back in the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, yeah, man. I don't know if you've done this, but I filled in my donor card. I'm up for donating my body parts. If anybody
Yeah,
wants like a lung, if
not
I'm not
me,
around, you can have it, man. You can have my
not
lung.
me,
You can have everything. Yeah, you can
not
have
me,
it.
man.
Yeah, man. What? No, no.
Nah, bruv.
You want to keep it all? Yeah,
I just think I've taken good care of this stuff.
yeah. So you don't want anyone else to have it? Dread.
Like,
Oh
what
man.
you think I was going on three runs a week for you to now abuse my organs? Nah, man. This is mine. I'll be in the afterlife with everything intact.
Yeah, yeah, man. Oh, that's a shame,
Marcus,
man.
why
Wow.
can't you run in the afterlife? Oh, no, I gave my lungs away. All right, bro.
Yeah, man. Pig Heart Boy, man. You reminded there were so many mad children's BBC. Do you remember Bernard's Watch? That was
Yeah, that's the
ITV
best
though,
one.
wasn't
That was
it?
the best one. I still think about Bernard's Watch at least once every fortnight.
He had,
Still think of Bernard's Watch on a
yeah,
like literally once a fortnight. I think of Bernard's Watch because I'm like, what if I could just press it and just move around?
yeah. Burner's watch, by the way, for those of you that are younger or didn't have access to a television for whatever reason, he had a stopwatch that when he clicked, everything froze for as long as he wanted, and he just had the time of his life. I mean, towards the end of season 20, when Bernard was still in primary school but had a beard, there were questions raised.
I like that was one thing I used to just love. Like Bernard's watch, you just pressed he had a little. It was like an old. Well, I don't know what they call them, but those old watches with there's a clock in the hand in it.
Stopwatch.
Yeah. And then boop.
What would you do if you had Bernard's watch?
I'll just go through. I mean, I know, but I don't know why, but I just think I just do a lot of stuff during the day that where I wouldn't want to waste time. Do you see what I'm saying? So say for example, things like gym. Imagine going to the gym and then you can have every bit of equipment to yourself, bang it out, and then you just leave. And then people are like, right, like you've been going to gym,
Or check this, K. Go gym, then have a nap, then start your day. Oh, you'd feel sensational, bro. What, gym and nap?
Waking up in the middle of the night and then just pressing like the watch again just to stop, and then I know what you mean.
Yeah, people would hate us though because we'd be so fresh all the time. Like,
snooze,
oh yeah, guys,
snooze. It would be the best snooze button.
Oh my gosh, I'd love Bernard's watch, man.
Actually, do you know what? Just for the snooze, I reckon I just have it for the snooze aspect of it.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You set your alarm clock, and then you press it as like that's your snooze button, and then you're like, oh fucking.
Yeah, man.
You wake up like 2 or 3 hours later in your life, and then by the time you wake up just on time in the watch life. Do you know what I mean? And then you go around your day, you'd always get ample amounts of sleep. You'd never be sleep deprived again.
Never be late. Oh my days.
Imagine just having a newborn and like it's just crying up all night. And you're like, shut up. Let me sleep. Wake up, press it again. Back in the game, bro. Yeah, that's all I would use it for, actually. Sleep.
It is a superpower. Oh.
Yeah, I'd get everything else done, but I would sleep like 13 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't diminish me at all.
People would hate us because we'd be so full of energy and vim. You know, like that friend that's hyperactive, or when someone's got a lot of energy and you haven't, that would be us all the time. We'd be like, yeah, man, let's go there. Motive. Yeah, okay, cool. What? Yeah, cool, man. Let's do it. What? Gym then? Yeah, I'll go for a run then, gym.
Imagine on flights.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So you could pick whatever flight you wanted, because then you could just go, I'll sleep at the hotel as soon as I get there, not wasted a single hour. Then boom.
Yeah, man. And I might, if I can, I'd probably use the watch to cheekily get around airport security as well, because that's a long thing, isn't it? If I could skip the queue a little bit, if no one noticed, I'll do that too. Like just get myself to front of the queue. Because airport security, bruv, it's mad. But they are allowing us now. I've done a few securities recently, Kay. Everything stays in a bag. I'm liking it. We need that. And also we can bring the big cocoa butter soon as well. They're going to be letting us bring the big bottles of cream and stuff like that as well.
Thank God for that.
Because that is one of the cackiest things about flying, is having to take everything out. And I always have this nightmare that, like, either on my holiday there or back, never happened, but they'll make me open up my hand luggage and some soiled underwear will fall out. Do you get me? I
always hate when they make you drop your bottle of water and then
you gotta buy a £7 bottle of water, right?
Yeah. WH Smith going, hey, do you want to buy this £7 bottle of water with...
You get a free newspaper. You get a free newspaper today? Is it? Yeah? All right.
Oh, that's one thing. That's one thing I clocked the other day, right? I got on a tube around rush hour.
No newspapers.
No, what? No metro?
No free papers.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wait, you got on the tube?
Yeah.
Wow, you wanted to just get close to the people then, yeah?
I'm actually getting on the tube today.
You wanted to touch the great unwashed. Was it for material for your show so you could feel grounded again? Is that what it is for your new tour coming up?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like you need to make sure that you keep, because you've got this great way of connecting with us down here. And I don't think you should lose that. So it's a very wise choice that you're making. That sometimes you got to come off the top of the mountain.
Don't stop doing this. Right, we're going to get the fuck out of here.
Sometimes you got to step off the mountain.
We're getting out of here because Marcus is chatting shit to me, and plus I need to use the loo. So I'm out of here. Right. So you lot enjoy yourselves. It's been
come over
great.
to Patreon. Come on. We've had a few people come over to Patreon because we've been reminding you. Come over. Every time we do an episode, we do an extra bit of content, a whole extra episode called More of a Clue or Less of a Clue, if you want to call it that. There's a link to it in the show description, or you go to patreon.com/ain't got a clue, and we have a little conversation there. You guys interact with us as well. There's some to and fro. We've had a few things come in that we can discuss as well. So please join us over there if you want to show us some extra love. If you don't, that's fine. That's cool. Stay there in the free version. We'll be back with you soon. But in the meantime,
See you later.
stay blessed.
Yo, just a quick one before the show starts. Remember, guys, the live show, Ain't Got a Clue Live, is on Patreon currently. It's in 2 parts. Go and check it out. Both of them are there. It's like an hour long each one. So, you know, slap it on the TV, on your smart TV or Apple TV or whatever it is. Slap it on there. Have a watch, laugh, and enjoy it. That's on patreon.com/
Ain't got a clue.
There we go.
Can we just stop you right in the middle of the podcast? Yeah, we've got a little bit of an announcement to make. Yeah, I don't know if you've heard already, but we did a live show and it has been made into 2 parts of video, which you can access on this website called patreon.com/ain't got a clue. Kae, the live show, bruv.
It was amazing. It was amazing. All 4 of us were on form. Ishan Akbar and Duran Cartel were our guests.
Smashed it.
If you haven't checked it out, go and check it out now. And if you want another live show, let us know.
Yeah, man, yeah. So we'll put the link in the show description, or if you're feeling like you want to get those fingers busy, patreon.com/ain't got a clue. Yo, we can't let you leave this episode without reminding you that we did a live show. Ain't Got a Clue live. How good was it, Kae?
Yeah, it was absolutely incredible. Now, it is live on our Patreon in 2 parts. It's in video form. Go and slap it on your TV, enjoy it, watch it, laugh about it, and then show it to a friend.
It looked good, didn't it? It did look good, didn't it? It sounds good.
Incredible.
Get on it.